Time to open up that grade book, Tara. Who's getting your F?
My F goes to Georgia judoka athlete Goran Tushishvili, I think I'm saying that right, for one of the worst examples of poor sportsmanship I've ever seen in the Olympics. After French athlete Teddy Riner won their quarterfinal match, Tushishvili kicked Riner twice and then put his hand in Riner's face. Although the two were seen later shaking hands, to date there has been no public apology from Tushishvili.
Sarah, your F.
Over the weekend, violence erupted in several cities around the United Kingdom, incited by far-right anti-immigrant groups and fanned by disinformation about the identity of the person who attacked children at a dance class in Northern England. And these online rumors identified falsely the attacker as an undocumented immigrant, and extremist groups sort of urged their followers to take to the street. Last week, we talked about the dangers of disinformation and misinformation on social media, and unfortunately, we're seeing how tragic the consequences of that can be.
Anirban.
My F goes to the Israeli military's deadliest attacks recently in Al-Mawasi in Khan Yunis, which was a designated safe zone, killing at least 90 Palestinians and injuring hundreds. How many children must die while our US lawmakers shamelessly clap at the vengeful Israeli Prime Minister's gaslighting speech?
And Ben, your F.
My F is going to squatter rights. Here in New York, squatters have the right to impact property owners in a very negative way. If they set up residency within 30 days of being on somebody's property for our snowbirds while you're out of town, if somebody moves into your house and is there for 30 days, then there are a lot of steps you have to take. You have to give notice to quit. You have to file an eviction lawsuit. Squatters have to be served with that lawsuit, and then they have to be summoned to court, which all takes at least 30 to 45 days, but in reality, it's taking a year to 2 years to get squatters out of their house.
Well, let's move quickly to the A's. Tara.
My A goes to actor Denzel Washington, who recently preached his first sermon as a minister. In addition, during that sermon, Washington also pledged to provide the KWCG Scholarship Fund with $100,000 per year for the rest of his life.
Sarah.
My A goes to the Environmental Protection Agency for banning a dangerous pesticide known as DCPA. That's a weed killer. And when pregnant farm workers are exposed to it, it can impair their baby's brain development, cognitive function, and motor skills.
Anirban.
My A goes to the International Court of Justice's landmark ruling, which strangely got completely ignored by the US media, that Israel's occupation of the Gaza Strip, and listen carefully, in the West Bank, including East Jerusalem, is unlawful, along with the associated settlement regime, annexation of the use of natural resources. Israel's legislation and measures violates the international prohibition on racial segregation and apartheid. The ICJ mandated Israel to end its occupation, dismantle its settlements, provide full reparation to Palestinian victims, and facilitate the return of displaced people, and added that the signatories of the UN Charter have an obligation. So it's time to convert, Israel to a state like just in South Africa, the international community did. So it's time to step up.
And Ben, your A.
My A is going to go to Brad Paisley and his wife for setting up what's called thestore.org. It's a store that provides food to people that cannot afford it in where they live in Tennessee. It's like Middle Tennessee. And they also provide toys during Christmas. And they work with partners like Belmont University and Family Well-being Program to provide case management, things like counseling and financial help.